Welcome to Barrie, Ontario and the Everest Canadian Curling Club Championships. I'm Brent Lang. We've got day 3, I'm losing count, I think it's day 3 action here. We've got a men's draw on the feature sheet. We've got Team Yukon versus Team New Brunswick. So Team Yukon is at 0-2 out of the Whitehorse Curling Club and looking for their first win of the tournament. And we got Team New Brunswick, who is at 1-1, winning their first game against PEI 9-2 and then losing a tight one to Team Manitoba 7-5 last night. Team Yukon's first 2 games, a loss that we had here on this feature sheet, 8-3 to Newfoundland and Labrador, which was a much better game than that score indicates, and then lost to Ontario, the front runners so far, at 9-5 yesterday. So we're going to get action underway for the first time. I mean, maybe this morning, but I wasn't on the call. But we've got, still have full 6 sheets of action, but we've got men's and ladies draws at the same time. So far it has been separate, but I guess Curling Canada is going to allow them to see each other for the first time outside the hospitality room. But here we go. Expect nothing else but a great game here. Looks like Team Lacey and New Brunswick earned the hammer in the draw to the button. And Joe Wallingham, for anybody who tuned in previously, is the lead for Team Yukon. Also lead for Team Scoffin, who I would bet my bottom dollar will be Team Yukon at the Briar in Kelowna in March. So we'll see Joe out there.
Tight. Just tight.
So they called it in, but
all the way, yeah, hard.
Picked it up right out of the hand. I remember Ben Robinson did a lot of sweeping in game 1 too. That's the downside of great ice. You got to sweep extra. When it's faster and curling more, it really brings the brushers into play. Straight ice or, you know, heavy ice doesn't really do that. So Nick Munn, lead for New Brunswick. This team plays out of the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John, New Brunswick. I don't think I've been there, but I've heard the name a lot. A lot of Briar teams out of the Thistle.
Yeah, back 4, back 8.
Over the years, including a couple of these guys who have lots of Briar experience. Lots of Canadian Club Championship experience as well. So we'll get into that as the game goes on. Nick over curling there, coming out the other side. So I would think Joe's going to chase that one. Not exactly what New Brunswick wanted, but also not one that Yukon can ignore. So no harm, no foul, as they say.
Line's good. Yep. Hard, Colton. Really hard.
Sounded tight on the curling side.
Hard.
Not sure this one's, tricky feather and still got it. I think if that gets by, it might flash. So accidentally pretty good and chipped. I think maybe put his center guard back onto the center line. But second chance for Nick to play the come around. Nick's wife Heather plays on Team New Brunswick this week. That's pretty cool. Not very easy, not very many opportunities to play at a national championship, especially on 2 separate teams, husband and wife.
Top 4, I think.
So that's pretty cool. And their daughter Kylie and son Griffin.
Can't poke out, can't poke out. Whoa, don't poke out. Beauty. Good.
Made no mistake this time. Nick made the adjustment and probably going to see a run back. No, we're going to see the freeze. Steve was aggressive in round 1. I enjoyed the way he called the game, and they played well, but Team Newfoundland and Labrador played, I'm going to guess, probably their best game of the week so far. They didn't miss much.
Line's tight. Hard line. Hard. All the way, guys. All the way.
Colton Jarvis was actually born in Nanaimo, BC.
All the way.
Now lives in Whitehorse with his wife Chelsea and his daughters Kaylin and Josephine. This one I think is going to just rub. Ends up in a decent spot. Usable. Jeff's not going to leave that one there, I wouldn't think. He's going to hit and roll. Peter Case, longtime New Brunswick representative at pretty much anything you can represent New Brunswick at. Been at, take me a while to count here, 7 Briars, This is his second Everest Club Championship. Played in the 96 juniors.
Hard, Nick.
This one's got a curl for Peter, though. I think he's going to jam this.
Sit, boo-boo, sit, sit.
All right.
And we continue to see the same stuff. I'm going to have to speak louder at the hospitality room and tell people to watch this sheet before they play it. That is the spot we see missed wide almost every time. And then the over curl from Joe Wallingham on the opposite side on the hits, we see that missed almost on the over curl every time. So even I pick up on the trends when they're constant. Chance to guard it up here. A little first end pressure. See if Colton can get the job done. Colton's an RMT, that's good to know.
Line's really tight
Always
again.
good to have an RMT on a curling
But
team.
this one then. Yep.
Those sweeping muscles get
Where?
pretty tight.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Yep. Hard, Ben.
Where are we going?
Hard. Tapping it. Yeah,
Switch
you
the
still
call.
have it. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay. Whoa, then. I thought you
let
said
it
a lot
rip.
of weight. Shoot. Okay.
So Steve tried to audible, but
I thought you were calling there was more weight. He's not really.
I think that was the only option there. Try and get it by, just didn't quite get it. Never a good sign when the sweeper's at the hog line, the skip's calling, you know, hard, and the sweeper's like, where are we going? Not a great sign. That's usually a sign they've switched the call. Chance for double for Peter Case here. Delete his mistake on his first one here. Might have over-adjusted.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Heads up call by Jeff Lacey. Roll this in the rings. And that's not quite as good as the double, but in a lot of ways it is just as good as the double. Yukon's going to have to deal with it, and shot rock's pretty open, so nothing super dangerous at this point. Dancing Ben Robinson. Used to call him Dancing Ben. I made that up. I don't know if he likes it or not. Better ask next time, but he's a national breakdancing competitor for a few years.
Yep.
Also a marathon runner.
Yep.
This one's curling. Can Colton hold it?
Hard. Hard, Colton. All the way. Whoa,
Great job holding
kick it
that
off.
one.
Shoot.
That rolled to a pretty good spot, though.
Shot.
Yukon lies two. I don't think that wide red one is in.
Okay.
So you can see Colton there sweeping to against the curl to hold it straight. Steve thought that might chip the back of that one, but I don't think it's too bad. It rolled past it.
What's your want for weight? Forward?
Control.
Control, okay, yeah. 330.
Throwing third stones here for New Brunswick is Mitchell Downey. This is his third Canadian Club Championships. He was here in 2019, 2022, and now 2024. Needs the curl to stick around here, and again, and not as much curl as they expect there. Not sure that one's going to leave town.
Do anything.
So all three of these in that pass.
See here, Jeff, all three in that path didn't do much. So somebody's probably going to score this end. I think you'll see Jeff Lacey, Team New Brunswick, probably switch to a little bit more aggressive shot, start to think, okay, we're not getting out of this with a blank, so can we make sure we score? But is there any way to generate maybe a
Line's good.
a late end deuce?
Top eight.
Where? Where? Curl. Yeah, curl. Hard, Colton. Let's curl it. Yep.
Line's getting better.
Let me in there. Let me in there.
It's a really good spot,
Good shot.
especially when they've missed wide in that spot every time. Jeff wants to chase it.
Again, same thing.
I kind of like running the guard almost and get one of those two in the forefoot, but just because this spot's a little bit tricky, especially in the first end, we'll see if Mitch is up to the challenge. Mitch's wife, Michaela, is playing second on Team New Brunswick, so both Mitch and Nick's wives are here competing.
I got a little big.
And the New Brunswick ladies program, we'll call it, because the skips are different each year, but they're looking for their third straight victory. I think Jeff's trying to hit it thin enough now, but
The way was pretty close, eh?
a little heavy maybe, but that's a tough shot in that spot first end, but at least removes the most dangerous Yukon rock here. First look today at skip for Team Yukon. I'm going to butcher his last name, unfortunately. He didn't write down how to pronounce it.
Okay.
But Steve
He said
Fecteau.
25 on his, he said?
We'll ask him later if that's correct. Sense a slight French accent from Steve. He was born in Montreal. His wife Laura and 2 boys, Benjamin and Nico, 17 and 15. And Steve works for the Yukon government, Health and Social Services. He's a senior manager in long-term care. Out-turn come around, they know this spot.
Mine's good.
Steve thought he was pretty light right away.
Mine's good.
Yukon's one of the places I have not curled yet.
Mine's good. Yep, great.
And I think I'm running out of time.
Drag it in. Mine's good. Mine's good. The weight's good.
Trying to get it there, but this one looks short. So will Jeff's probably going to hit and roll on that back one. Could throw the draw, but
Yeah, try her, eh? The rock over there's being a nuisance. Now, out wide, I got a lot of curl, but that was first practice, too, so.
this should not curl much.
You want to try like right there with normal?
I think so.
Or do you want to go a little more with try control?
Control's probably better to make the roll.
Yeah, let's try control. You like that ice?
Yeah.
Okay, give it a go.
I think that's probably decent ice. If I remember Jeff Lacey's out turn, he throws nice positive out turn. I don't think this will take off on him. If anything, I think he could
Right up to speed, eh?
potentially throw this at the middle of the rock with control and make this roll. Skip Jeff Lacey.
Whoa!
Cool. I thought this was a cool story. He started curling.
High! Whoa! Whoa! Yep! High! 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 Whoa! High! High!
This is close. Not very heavy.
Sit!
It's a really good shot. Jeff Lacey started curling after watching the 1990 Brier final with some friends.
Bump it out with back
And if memory serves, and I think it does in this case, the 1990 Brier final was Ed Wernick out of Ontario, who was here last night watching his son Ryan, versus Jim Sullivan out of New Brunswick, which would make sense why a New Brunswick kid would watch. And I've always thought that that's how people get into sports. One of the great ways is watch it on TV. If your parents didn't curl, it's hard to get into curling. But if you watch something on TV and want to try it, which is exactly how Jeff got into it, and I'm sure that day watching that final, he didn't think he would play in 4 Briers. What a cool story. So Steve gonna, lots of room to play this in turn. You could chase this if you wanted to, but the draw is easier.
Hey, right to it, boys.
And probably a better result
Freeze to
too.
it. Top 4, yeah. Yeah. They're back 4 right now.
So freeze down to it. Even if it does stay top 4, I think there's plenty of curl here. It will probably be buried, and there won't be any run backs for Team New Brunswick. So big shot in the first end after a nice hit and roll from Team New Brunswick.
Mine's good. Back 4.
Yep.
Back 4. Whoa.
So they're calling weights close. Line looks tight though.
Back 4.
I
Yes.
think they really got to go for line. I think they might have lost this. Oh, that's unfortunate. Steve was yelling and the weight's perfect. Sweepers were doing their job and just
What is your heart desire?
Just missed the line call there. Needed to get on that a little earlier in a spot you know it's going to curl. These guys have played here, so they don't have to watch or listen to me or trust me. They've been here themselves. And
See if we put more curl here.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't see this going anywhere.
perfect weight, just unfortunate.
The only way to go. The only way it goes with the soft.
And now a chance for the old skipper's deuce.
Same kind of weight? I think it'll curl more on this side, eh?
I don't think it'll go as much more. I think we can hold that for sure.
Okay. Same kind of weight.
I mean, his was all late finish, but just a draw, right?
True, true. Try the same kind of weight down. Let's go.
So open hit, simple shot, but an important one when you, as a skip, these are the big ones. You want to be able to hit and stay and draw the 8-foot, as Wayne Middaugh always said. You don't like giving away free points, and Jeff would be the first to tell you this is a free point for somebody with his skill set.
Hard, hard.
Gotta go hard.
Whoa! To it, Nick! Whoa!
think they got to keep going.
Whoa! Hard! Hard!
And that's going to be 2 points. Another hit and roll to the button from Jeff Lacey. And 2-0 New Brunswick after first end of play. We'll be right back for the second end action after this.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To become an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And the dinner crew crowd pleaser. From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
Welcome back inside the Barrie Curling Club. If it doesn't look familiar, that's because they've dressed it up this week and made it look exactly like we're at a Canadian Championship, because that's where we are. Everest Canadian Curling Club Championships, to be exact. I'd love to tell you exactly what the winners get that win this week, outside of the trophy and the pride and the ability to say we're Team Canada, but Everest is just unpredictable. I promise you they'll get something cool. That's all I know for sure.
Good. Still running a bit.
If I was playing, I would definitely be hoping that Everest North American Curling Challenge in Colorado ran again, because that was awesome. And we continually see these corner guards slip into the house, and it's just a little faster. I don't know if it's maybe faster coming home. This is kind of my home practice club. I'm hanging myself out to dry. Maybe I don't practice enough to know, but generally I don't think it's different directionally here. But we sure do see a lot of corner guards coming this way in the second end, slide into the rings. It's a chance for Nick to just hit and roll right in front of the red, I think, if they could choose.
No roll, no roll.
And will Steve still throw another corner guard? I think he definitely can. Joe won't make that same mistake again, or he can hit and roll. Gonna take the little more conservative route. This is fine. I mean, the shot rock is right on the button, and New Brunswick would guard it, but Joe's got a family back in Whitehorse, Yukon as well. Wife Ashley and his son James, and they have another son on the way in December. Congrats to Joe on that one. December is fast approaching. So.
Yep. Hard.
And Joe's an education advocate with Yukon First Nation Education Directorate.
Hard.
We'll have to ask him what that is, and there we just erased all the mistakes. And we're back. That's a killer for the commentator, though. That's the end of this end. Gonna have to tell some stories, maybe meet the fans beside me.
I got a little more.
Yep, normal.
Here's an interesting story. I haven't heard this one until I just read it this morning, but interesting fact about Peter Case is he once won $500 for squirting ketchup at a hockey game. Seems like he should have got kicked out, but I don't know. I'll have to ask Peter about that. Peter says he's a longtime Pittsburgh Penguins fan. Probably loves Sid the middle-aged man, Sid the Kid. So he loves Sid the Kid and he loves Jimmy the Kid. That's James Grattan. Neither are kids anymore, but those both have a good nickname. Open hit here for Colton Jarvis.
Yep. Clean. It's clean. Just clean. Just clean. Just clean.
Colton has a good story on how he started curling too. His wife signed him up without his consent. Nobody can relate to that, Colton. And then he said he was hooked right away. So that's pretty funny. His wife is Chelsea Jarvis, formerly Chelsea Duncan.
I have a soft release there. I was worried it was going to take off.
So Peter with the outturn hit here. 96 juniors, so Peter and I are of the same, very similar vintage. I played in the juniors in 98 and 99, so just missed them.
Boys are all dialed in, 312, 313.
He's talking about splits on the hits there, so boys are dialed in. That's as silly as, not silly, but that's super important to throw the right weight on hits.
Go!
Colton got this one a little wider than he wanted. Lots of contact, just a question if he'll stay. Just gonna slide out the side door. I don't think you'll see Team Lacey throw a center guard here with 2-0 lead. Make me a liar, Jeff, I dare you. He's going to the side, okay. I think you go to the center, yeah. Free draw to the button, always nice early in the game. Mitch probably wants to just make sure he dials that in. He says the front end's dialed, so make sure our veterinarian third is as well. And then he's I don't know what a harness racing owner, breeder, trainer, and driver is. Sounds like that's horses. That sounds expensive. And his curling idol is Eddie the Wrench Wernick. It's a good choice. I don't know why I grew up on the Howard. You had to be on one side or the other in Ontario growing up in the curling world. Were you a Howard fan or a Wernick fan? And I was a Howard fan.
Hard or hit?
Was it? Yeah.
Carol!
So Ben played in the 2023 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Championship.
Carol, you got it.
I think that was in Sudbury, Ontario. I think that was a good one. I think the team that won were really, really great people that year. So nothing much to see here. Maybe we'll check out some other action right next door in the ladies' action between Nunavut and Prince Edward Island. PEI woke up angry today and took 5 in the first end. That's a good start. Next door, Ontario men playing against Newfoundland and Labrador. Ontario off to a hot start again, 3-0. Nova Scotia ladies take 2 on the Manitoba women. Up 2-0 playing the second. Team Alberta, I had a bunch of laughs with last night in the hospitality room. Playing Team Manitoba, there's a good battle. They're up 1-0, stealing one in the first end by the looks of it. And then Northern Ontario, New Brunswick on the women's side on the far sheet.
Change it up.
Sure.
0-0 after one end. So we are in the round robin portion. Everybody trying to get one of those 4, I guess we can kind of call them playoff spots, but I think they're elimination game spots. Doesn't matter what we call them. You need to be top 4 in your pool by the time your 6-game round robin ends, or else you are you're on the side of this sheet for the rest of the weekend in the bar. Those top 4 go into a modified double knockout that will lead ultimately to a championship game. And 2 new Team Canadas. Again, not necessarily new, but there won't be the same teams. Could be the same provinces, because there's a rule that if you win, you cannot come back the next year. That's why you see so many so far this year. This year, I noticed I was at the 20 Everest, the 22, and the 24, because I think if you win your province, you're not welcome back the next year.
Mitch thinks it's going to curl big. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Normalize it.
Well, I don't think it's going to curl big.
This is not going to curl big out here.
Yeah, he got some finish there just now.
Okay.
This side is the straighter side. Look, even the draws here hang for a long time, and then they do finish, but Ice is still, I haven't heard anybody say anything really negative about the ice yet. I've heard a couple of, this sheet was a little tricky, this sheet curls a little more on this side, but overall, the ice has been fantastic.
Hard on this, Nick.
Didn't curl as much as Mitch thought, but no harm, no foul there.
What do I do? Play over there?
You can see the time clocks there and the timers. That's Mort Cooper behind the sheet.
Yeah.
Very active member at the Barrie Curling Club and used to be a very active member at the Brant Curling Club, 2 clubs close to my heart that I've played in over the years. So here for Steve, he's just, I think what he's doing is just trying to decide, is there a spot I want to see in the ice for the draw? And is there a spot I would rather throw this blank in?
Okay.
So some skips will want it as wide as possible, shorten the roll maybe. Some skips will prefer an out turn to an in turn. Even some of the best skips in the world still have that preference.
Maybe a little porpoise.
And sometimes you just don't really care. There might be a tricky spot you don't think the other skip can hit and stay. You're always trying to figure something out here. Steve, number 1 here, does not want to be light. If he's ever light, then Jeff gets to come around it and get maybe a force, which would be disappointing for sure. So even if he throws this through, it doesn't change much. Still going to get a chance for the blank.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Nice draw weight for skipper Steve.
Let's see.
That was a little firm too, eh? Probably.
Jeff just talking about the weight on his last one, why it rolled out, but I think it's just they had a little too much ice.
No, I'm saying trying to
Hit and stay.
Normal. Okay. Kind of that same ice I gave you, right?
Yeah.
Clean it. Yep.
Contact is key. I mean, you'd love to stick around, but
Yep. Hard. Hard to it, Pete.
Hard, Pete.
Pete's trying to hold it. Sounds like he did. Rolls it back to the center, and Steve gets to throw either turn.
Right to the rock. Yeah.
He's going to want to hit half or less and roll the shooter out and take the hammer to the third end. It should be. Good chance we're going to see a 2-0 lead going to the third for Team New Brunswick, but you never know.
Heel.
There's no gimmies. Nobody gets to pick them up in this sport. You got to play every shot. There's no gimmies in golf either. I don't know who came up with that idea.
Clean.
Yep. Hard.
Got this one a little tight. I'm right behind it, but I think he's going to be okay. No mistake. Blank end. Yukon will take the hammer to the third end, and we've got a 2-0 New Brunswick lead. We'll be right back.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
But what's your approach to this job and this role, and what do you think makes a good CEO in this role?
Well, for me, it's it's funny because you got to kind of get out of the weeds and you got to be really strategic and think forward, right? We've got an amazing staff who's job it is to kind of work every single day on kind of the nuts and bolts. So that's not my job anymore. My job is to, really try to lead the organization and keep moving us forward. From a good CEO perspective, I think it's just building trust in the whole sports system, in the whole curling system, right? It's talking to people. It's really going out there and understanding what the problems are, discussing what our problems are and what we've got going on and where our strategic objectives are. So like for me, it's just communication and trust and helping build that community.
Welcome back to the third end action. Thanks for tuning in. Everest Curling Club Championships, as you can see, 2024, Barrie, Ontario. Everest, the title sponsor and probably the most forward-thinking sponsor. It's hard. I mean, we've got a lot of great sponsors in curling, and I'm biased, but I guess everybody's biased that has any kind of opinion. So I think Everest is as invested, not financially even necessarily, because I don't know the numbers, but emotionally for sure, and the most invested in making the events as great as they possibly can, with leaving no stone unturned. That's a good shot. Corner guard this time from Joe, made no mistake. Just going to give you some pool standings updates on the women's side. Quebec and Saskatchewan both 3-1, so is Newfoundland and Labrador. Going to see the double here.
Normal.
Pool B, Nova Scotia and PEI 3-0 and 2-0, and then Manitoba 2-1 are front runners. Undefeated on the men's side is Team Ontario, who we saw last night, 3-0. Manitoba and Newfoundland and Labrador are both 2-1. Newfoundland and Labrador playing Ontario this morning, so that's a big game. I guess it's this afternoon, by the way. And then BC on the men's side 3-0 and Nova Scotia 3-1. So lots still to be decided, and then it goes into the playoffs bracket, which I'm looking at, and I'd love to explain it to you, but I'm not sure I understand it. So it sounds like Joe got this one on the wide side, on the straight side, and it is different side to side here, so I know I'm harping on it, but
I think so.
Peter Case, a little winded, went end to end on that tap. Trying to throw the guard. That's probably the most difficult thing. One of the most difficult things in curling is, it's like running a wind sprint or hitting the assault bike for 20-25 seconds and then trying to do a fine motor skill.
Yeah, it's there.
Or if you've never tried that, it's like going out on your 19th birthday and then the next morning trying to do a fine motor skill, similar to that.
Good.
A little heavy there from Peter, and with the heart rate up, I'm not super surprised, but hit the line right, but left it so that
do this.
There is a hit and roll behind the corner guard. Need to stick around here if you're Colton.
Try this.
I think you could roll the other way all day. Could make the double and roll. This is a harder spot too, because you really got to trust this is going to curl. Cannot hear hard early here. Well, we've got that one back, so that's not going to hear hard early. That's got to curl.
Go.
Needs to stick around, or they're going to peel that corner guard on you, and they're going to kill my buzz up here. Oh, I thought we had a good end going here, and just got that one a little bit wide on release, I think. Maybe Jeff will just guard it. He's going to guard it. So Peter will just make the adjustment here. Take 6 feet of weight off. The line was perfect.
Little bit of room.
This slide hasn't changed much over the 25 years that I've seen it. I'm sure it hurts a little bit more. I say that from experience, but it looks as good.
Line's a little tight. Line's good. Yeah. Where are you at? Easy. Don't go to 3. A little deeper. Whoa. Yep. Come on. All the way across. Shot.
Perfect guard. So is Yukon gonna
hack weight.
We're gonna run it.
I don't see a hack weight shot, if I'm being honest. I see like a freeze, or you could throw back 8 foot and just chip it open and roll off and open up the guards, but
This is like.
I think this is easier with the out turn as well. A little bit straighter. That's gonna have to curl. Just gonna see the peel here, I think.
Curl a bit.
Curl up and stay for a corner at least would be helpful.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm your man.
Zane!
Yeah.
Rinse and repeat. So I am looking at the playoff draw, and I kind of got it figured out. So it does go down to 8. So four games played, it'll be ranked 1-8 based on your shootout and your round robin record. And the winners move forward. It's a double knockout. The losers move into the sudden death game, and that's where the lines start going everywhere.
A little bit early.
I think if you win all your games this week, you're the champ. That's what I know.
Gonna need some curl here in a second.
Curl.
Go for curl.
I'm calling like this one might be a little bit light.
All you got.
Needs to be at least halfway, or it will be very chaseable.
Go.
Shot rock.
Come on.
Dragger.
Needs to curl and go. I don't think this is going to get there.
Weird. I did too. Weird.
Maybe a rock, or maybe because he's light and they swept it right away, but whatever it is, I would have loved for them to figure that out before he just slid away and said weird. It's not like they're going to know the answer for sure, but let's decide. Was that the rock, or was that because we swept it right out of my hand? Or those are the two options. And if it's the rock, let's get it out of the back end shooter's hands and get it into the sweeper's hands.
Close. Colton. Whoa, Joe.
Should be plenty of curl here to get this even flipping under, potentially under the guard. Very close. Got to finish though. I think we're on the nose.
A little hot.
Maybe a little heavier than they expected, but
Try to make this roll good now.
good shot there from Ben Robinson.
Control.
Okay.
To race for the roll behind the center.
Looking at a 35 for control.
What do you want, control?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30.
Even talking split times for weight, like for hits. So very precise team.
Yep. Whoa, yep. Hard.
This one's got to go to get by the guard. Oh, on a big unforced error there from Mitch. And just like that, Yukon, you can see Nick Munn doing the best he can to get that by. Good footwork not to get tripped up. But our first full yard sale yesterday. Team BC, we won't call him by name. We don't need to point it out. He's okay. I talked to him last night in the hospitality room. His ego was bruised, he said. But if you're going to sweep and curl, you're going to fall at some point, I promise you.
Mine's really nice.
Probably want this one even back 8.
Curl it a bit if you can.
Don't want to be just top 4 depth and leave the perfect double. No, well managed. I don't mind that deeper either. I like that spot. It's buried.
Okay.
If they nose the top one now, I don't know who's going to be shot. You could go around the guard again.
Yeah.
Control.
Okay.
What are we going to hit? Right here, probably? Or not too much of control?
No, right there.
You think it'll stay?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Trying to hit and roll behind the corner guard. At least make it tricky for Yukon to get their deuce here.
You were just a hair narrower than that. Kind of a guess, right? Oh,
I know.
Control? Yeah. The last one I threw last end.
Yeah, you were 314.
For the 2? But the one in... Okay.
The second one.
Yeah.
Trying to dial in the weight so that he'll get the curl he expects. This is just a spot that I would not want to underthrow it.
A little less.
Looking for control.
Oh,
control.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa. Curl.
She's real close.
Anything you get, Nick. Okay.
Does roll in for shot, which is important, but does not get that roll behind the guard like they wanted. And a good chance here. Skips first for skipper Steve. Even a nose hit's not bad. You'll leave a double, but in worst case, you're going to have an open blank. And
even less than 3/4, like 2/3.
he wants to make this roll. Here's my, not my worry, but my little worry about the roll is if you, there's a wall to roll behind, but if you roll past your back one, you're going to force Jeff Lacey and Team New Brunswick to play a freeze, which is risky. You could get 3, but they could force you to 1. A good freeze is made. You won't have any way to get more than 1. But I think it's a good chance to take if you make the perfect roll right behind. The other thing is that yellow-red corner guard combo is lined up really good if you're Team New Brunswick. So maybe nose is the shot, or even a little wiggle towards the center line.
Yes! Yeah! Hard! Hard!
End up with the nose anyway.
Take a run at 2?
Yep.
It's a long double, and they're both in the 12 foot, so that means it's more than 8 feet, I think, or 8 feet-ish.
Like here? Yeah.
I guess that one's kind of in the back 8. He's gonna play the out turn across.
Still, I think just firm.
I don't know, just looking at where he's trying to hit it. He is playing the out turn across. Again, personal preference.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I find these ones a little bit trickier to call the line when you're waiting for it to curl across the face of where you want to hit it.
Firm, I think, eh? Firm?
Yeah, well, that's what we did in the first thing.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Going across the face will pull it a little bit more straight back, so you have to hit it marginally thinner to make this with the out turn rather than the in turn. So a chance for Jeff Lacey to bail Team New Brunswick out of a bit of a jam here.
Yep.
Throw that very hard. Trying to hold it, but this one's really got to go to hold it. That's a great sweep by Peter Case, and it's close. Just nutted it. Will it get out?
Get out.
Great shot. Well swept. That's got to be 50% Jeff, 50% Peter. Right out of his hand. I thought they lost it and jammed it, but that bounces off there pretty good. And back to the open blank for Team Yukon. Disappointing turn of events for them, but important shot to keep the hammer heading to the 4th.
Yeah.
This is got to go to hit it on the inside. I think he made it the other way. Brooklyn, they call that. Wrong side. We've all done it. And we got a 2-0 game, and when we come back after this break, Yukon will have the hammer.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To become an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And the dinner crew crowd pleaser. From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back to the action. Brent Lang here, bringing you the Everest Curling Club Championships. We've got day 3, second draw of the day. Men's and ladies action underway. Lots of big games on the ice. Maybe none bigger than Ontario, Newfoundland on the men's side. I think, without doing the math, if Ontario wins that one and goes to 4-0, that will punch their ticket into the double knockout kind of playoff round. Another unforced error by Joe Wallingham there. And just so fast to the wings, it seems, especially coming home. Maybe it is. I know they redid the floor, so maybe it is a little bit faster coming home. I don't know. Alberta, Manitoba on the men's side. Alberta's big 2 steal in the second, so they're up 3-0.
Airsoft. Yep. Whoa.
Playing the third end. This one's got a curl to stay. Really wanted this one to stay. Nick's leaning. Yep. Does the trick. I think now they'll throw another corner. It's getting later in the game. They don't have 2 in the 8-foot, 4-foot area. Right next door, Nunavut took 1 in the second and stole 1 in the third to slowly crawl back into that game. 5-2 without the hammer. PEI leading 5-2 with the hammer. Nova Scotia, Manitoba ladies. Manitoba gets a single back in the second, so Nova Scotia up 2-1, playing the third end.
Have to curl a bit there.
Manitoba has Nova Scotia in some trouble this end, though.
Curl it, curl it, curl.
And then on the far sheet, 2-2, Northern Ontario, New Brunswick. Northern Ontario with the hammer in the fourth end. And Joe's not going to make that same mistake again. That's the perfect corner guard.
Good sweep.
And yeah, Jeff's kind of shown his hand last end. We're okay to guard it when we get one in the 4-foot, so.
No, good staying here.
See if Peter can get this right at the bottom of the Everest logo, just biting the center line. If anything, you want this to over curl so you don't leave the center line side open for a hit and roll behind the corner guard. Peter's a branch manager at Eddie Group. Not sure what that is, but this looks perfect.
Good. Good.
Yeah, very good. So I'd like to see a freeze called here. Yeah, let's get one in there. Yukon, and other than on that miss last end by Mitch Downey, they haven't really had a rock kind of buried that couldn't be removed, and that's kind of the key to setting up multiple points.
I had 97, but you had the flaps down.
So let's see if Colton can draw one right down to the button. Even bump it's fine. Even if it's a little bit short, fine. Just get some action going here.
I had 97, but he had all flaps down. Like from here to here, he was.
This one needs to curl a bit. Still almost on the corner guard.
No bounce, no bounce.
No bounce is gone. That's bouncing, but sit.
Yeah, I caught the line for it. Okay.
So close to perfect. Joe's not sweeping that for weight. He's sweeping it to try and carve it off the corner guard and just gets it by. So a big chance here. Possible here to just hack weight, hit and roll right on top of the red, be 2 buried on the button, and really put some pressure on the team from the Whitehorse Curling Club. Should be, if he gets the weight right, just hack. There should be no trouble getting this to curl.
Straight! Straight! Whoa! 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 Clean! Clean! Whoa!
That's perfect. Great shot. Ends up with pretty much exactly the right weight. And now no choice. You can see that was, didn't even have to sweep it. Like that was just made right out of Peter's hand. No choice but to run this back now. Need Colton to get this straight back, needs to make some noise, which just means this one that he's running straight back has to hit something in the forefoot. Otherwise, it's going to be full-on chase mode for the rest of this end. Even if you nose it and leave two in there, at least it would be your guard. And he's got this one a little bit wide. I think they're just going to peel it. Maybe get the side one. Stuck still, which not a huge concern, but that's going to probably guarantee over there. As long as that stays there, somebody's going to score. So now Mitchell Downey, can he replicate exactly the shot that Peter Case threw? Because that was really the perfect guard. This looks quite warm, running like it's in the house, like it's in the rings, which would be a big, big break for Yukon.
Curl, I want a curl. I don't care how deep, just curl.
He wants it to curl.
Curl, good. Okay.
I don't know about good. I think that was friendly from Jeff. That's a nose triple.
How's it? Close. Yep. Hard. Really hard.
This is close.
Shot.
1, 2, 3, all gone. That's an end changer. Ben Robinson deserves a high five from the fellas on that one. That's set up by an unforced error by Mitchell Downey. He won't be happy with where that guard ended up. And now very quickly, just with two shots, it looks like, you know, call me crazy, and that'd be fair. It looks like Yukon has a decent chance at an offensive shot on their next one. Wherever this rolls, it's not even going to be full 8, so you could just play a come around the corner or come around this one. Or
Curl.
it's the curl to nose it. Nose would be a good spot for New Brunswick, though.
Keep going. All right. Too much ice.
So I think if I'm Yukon, I go around that corner guard.
Sorry, boys.
Yep. Good call. And so can Ben back up the triple with a perfect come around in what is probably the fastest spot on the sheet. Let's hear if they talk about it. Well, their mics must be off. Not even a whisper. They have faith in Benny. Gotta go. I like the sound of that.
Where is it?
It's going to be really hard to be light in this spot.
Got room. You got room. Whoa. You got room. It's got a curl, if anything.
They thought it was light, and this is actually heavy. This spot's just so much faster.
Bring it back a little
Yeah, you
bit.
got to sweep that. You got to get that buried, fellas. Not a ton of curl there. The other reason you want to take that back is in case Jeff does hit and stay there, you might want to still be able to draw.
Center line.
Hack, you like that? I think that's, I like that ice. A little more?
No, I don't think so. I think that's perfect.
I think it might be max, but
I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Just the key is
But that's okay.
let them know if I'm hitting curve, eh? Still four, like 390 to the line?
Like 395, yeah.
Okay, right down here?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this is one of those spots where it's so fast that you almost just think heavy draw and it'll be hack.
Curl.
it would be almost impossible to miss this light. Well, Peter doing it all. He was already down, so just switching all over the place like a mixed doubles specialist. Well, now they're just making him dance for entertainment.
That's a good throw. Good sweep, Pete.
Nick liked it. Hey, great sweep, man. I was there for moral support. Good result. Leaves it in a good spot where you can see now if that was brought back 12, the nose hit even back 8, you could have drawn, but he can't draw for shot rock unless he wants to go around the red one, and that's just probably not a great idea. So.
That's probably max here, Steve. Like maybe there.
Yeah. The middle.
So trying to hit and roll. I would think trying to hit and roll under the corner guard.
There are corner guard.
Yep, there he confirmed that. And if you get right under there, there's a chance Jeff could miss that freeze heavy because it's so fast there. So there's also a chance Jeff could ignore it and go around that red one.
I kind of like it, yeah.
But this is the right play.
Ben was thinking a bit less too, but a smidge less.
Love to see this end up with just hack weight. Feel like you've missed it light early, and I think it'll be really good.
Yeah. Colton.
Yeah.
Room. Whoa. Go. Clean.
Yeah. We're just on.
Go. Go.
Looking good. Well done. Think it's mostly under that guard.
Thanks.
Good shot by Steve Fecteau. Now Jeff's going to chase it. Yeah, he thinks he can see enough of it. Probably see a third maybe from the hack. They've seen this shot over and over, so probably the miss here is overthrow and wide because we haven't seen anything really take off. But he does have to be pretty close to that guard. Final stone, fourth end. New Brunswick skip Jeff Lacey.
I know.
Need this to not be heavy because he was a little bit wide. Peter digging deep. Does he have any gas left in the tank? Looks like he's getting that going nicely.
Roll it.
That is perfect. New Brunswick fans have moved in and they love it. Another great scrub by Peter Case. Working that Balance Plus broom. Must have that new Black Magic foam in there.
That max? That's probably max ice, eh? Yeah.
So now a hit and stay. A little bit tricky. I mean, it's open mostly, but
that's max ice ball, eh?
That is. Don't think that's max in this spot, Steve. Board weight. It's tight though.
Yep. Yes. Hard.
Hold your breath, Team Yukon fans. Oh boy. Oh no, disaster. That's not going to leave either. That's going to be a huge steal of 3 for Team New Brunswick and a 5-0 lead heading into the break. And timing is everything, as they say. We'll be back right after this.
so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Don't forget your brooms.
Yep, you got it.
Come on up. Okay, well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Being a Canadian who is now in the U.S., do you think we need to get a bit of a rivalry going or some sort of series that can pit maybe some top curlers in Canada against the top U.S. and kind of get a little bit more hype from a marketing standpoint between the two countries?
Yeah, well, first, as the CEO of USA Curling, I'll say I'm an American who grew up in Canada, so as much as I love Canada. Actually, there's lots of good things happening with the game in the United States. We just had the Everest North American Curling Championship, sponsored by Everest, which was our club champions against Canada's club champions, featured on CBS Sports. So really, curlers who are good but play recreationally versus tour level. So that was Canada versus the U.S. I'd love to see that continue. I know Nick Sulsky at the Curling Group, new owners of the Grand Slam, they're very intent on growing the game in the United States, and we want to be active supporters and participants in their efforts. So yeah, I think this is still a huge growth potential down here. I think if we can, as I said earlier, if we can get the facilities built, get people a little more access to the game, the momentum's going to continue. We have good momentum, but we just have to keep working at it. I think some big events here in this country will do well. Certainly have to market them maybe a little differently than you have to like a Briar or a Scotties, but there is a market for it. Obviously, a TV deal down here would make a huge difference. We're excited to be on NBC with our trials, but we'd love to have more on television. But if you know anything about the sports media landscape right now, that takes dollars, and we need to find those dollars.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To be an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And the dinner crew crowd pleaser. From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
Big turn of events there to finish up the first half of this game.
85.
Unfortunately for Team Yukon, getting some encouragement from the bar fans here to his Team Yukon, but that was a big steal of 3 points for Team New Brunswick and a stranglehold on this game at the moment. We'll see how the fellas from the north respond, see if they can put a multiple score on the board and slowly try and claw back into this game. Next door, Team PEI with 6. They've scored twice and they have 11 points. After 4 ends, it's 11-2 over Nunavut. That's an offensive juggernaut right there. Newfoundland and Labrador, Ontario on the men's side. 5-4 Ontario going to 5 Ontario with the hammer. Nova Scotia ladies up 3-1 on Manitoba in a close match there. Just starting the just finishing the fourth end. And Alberta men, wow.
A little bit.
Big half from the Alberta fellas. It must have been the pep talk from me last night in the lounge. I'm going to take some credit there. They are up 6-1 on Manitoba, and the rumors, I haven't seen the Manitoba team, but the rumors I'm hearing is they're quite good. We watched Alberta. Obviously they're a good team too, but 6-1 on the youngsters from the center of Canada. And then Northern Ontario and New Brunswick on the ladies' side, 3-2 Northern Ontario over New Brunswick. New Brunswick with the hammer in the fifth end, and you are up to date. Back to the action here. Nick Munn. Peter Case is.
Just cross the center line. Just cross.
I hope he had a big breakfast.
That's good. That's good.
Because he has been sweeping a lot.
Come here now.
So pretty standard setup. I'm sure they wanted that one a little bit tighter from Nick, but see if Joe can get one in there, frozen on the button or anything that New Brunswick can't remove.
Line's good. Line's really good. Little down. Right to it. Look at him there. Look at him there.
Another end-to-end sweep, and this one's going to be not quite where they want it, but that's in quite a good spot. Good shot there from Joe.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get there, but I don't know if we can with that. I'm gonna try to get there.
Go that way. I think that way's better.
Okay.
I don't know. You're
yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
No, I like this way.
Just fight the 8.
So you heard somebody say, well, we're in her now, boys, and that there's really nothing they can hit. They can't peel the guard. 5-rock rule. That yellow one is not removable because Joe made a good shot. So maybe we put ours in a spot here that kind of guards shot rock, but also gives us maybe an avenue to get rid of that yellow one. If this was half open, right where Jeff Lacey's broom is, just in front of the yellow, that would be ideal.
Hard line. How deep? Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Straight.
Wow.
Lost the line a bit, but that's pretty good.
It's a good spot.
You can see at the end here, just sweeping it for line, straight. Sweeping's become more complicated. It used to be, how do you want to say yes or no? Those are the only options we had to say. Hurry, whoa, hard, quick, all sorts of stuff. Now it's straight, curl, straight distance, carve, knife. I don't know what's going on out there. It's always changing, and changes from team to team what people think works and what doesn't work, because we don't know for 100% for sure.
Yeah, curl it, Joe. Yeah,
this one's tight and light early, and
okay, that's fine.
You had to be on this side, but
left it in a spot where it looks like the double's easy, but it looks like
I think you guard the double peel.
The red might go.
You can get there. I think so.
I think you freeze right on your red again. This time with the out turn, you'd be pretty good spot. And if it's a little short, so be it. Learned a fun fact, not that fun for me, but fun for Mitchell Downey. Apparently, he was on the team that knocked our team out of the Ontario Junior Provincials in Owen Sound back in, I won't say the year, 2021. 1997. That's why I thought I recognized him, but I do a lot of work trying to eliminate the faces of people who beat me. I do a lot of work. That's a lot of faces.
Go ahead, curl, just curl, just curl. Curl, good, curl.
Ah, great shot.
That's really good.
Good one.
But it is funny, John Morris and Craig Saville won that Provincials. Went on to lose the Canadian Junior Final, then their front end, Rachel Holman's brother, Mark, chased his hockey dreams, and Matt St. Louis moved up north, and that opened up spots for us. If we'd have won that week, who knows? That might have been the only provincial championship I ever won.
Probably.
I'm trying to justify why we lost. So double peel here. I don't think that's the challenge. It's where does this red one go? Because it's going awfully close to that yellow. Is it going to spin into the house?
Clean.
But mission one is we're in huge trouble and have no way to score. We got to open this stuff up. And you can see Jeff Lacey up there. He's wondering the same thing. Just dead jammed.
Oh, I didn't have to touch that.
All right, let's make a center guard here.
Everything.
Yeah, I don't think he really slowed it down.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All good.
So anytime something like that happens, the two teams try and agree, especially when it's burnt after, like when it's not a rock that was thrown, but one that was hit and rolling or something. Different rules.
It's got to be a 2.
You burn a running rock, you're supposed to kick it in the corner. You're not supposed to look at the other team and ask them what to do. You're supposed to grab it, throw it in the corner, and say, sorry, I screwed up.
I hope you like to sweep, Pete.
I do. I love it.
There it is. Pete loves to sweep. He's showing that today.
Right up, boy. What do you like? You like what?
2.
Yeah, you go. You don't need you put it in there.
Just clean. Can you freeze this one?
Yeah, you like that.
Look deeper than that.
Yeah. Yep.
Right to my broom. Just
So
to my
right
broom.
on the red wouldn't be bad. Mitch a little heavy again, but
It's better than the shot we called.
I'm not sure it is. Yeah, right on the nose. I think you get a lot of rocks moving, or you could freeze there. That's a good call too, and then you'd be second and third shot.
Come over here.
Steve wants to talk about it.
I mean, yeah. I see that. It's just because we need to score points. I was thinking if we can be sneaky.
If we can be sneaky, I like that.
Yeah.
Or hit and roll.
Behind their red. Behind their red.
Because if we hit and roll this way, that top red's just jamming right there.
Yeah.
So those look.
Just play softer weight at it and just like move things around.
The double's not a problem on those two reds.
Either
It would
that or playing like
potentially drag back and just clip the top one, move the yellow forward.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah. Board weight.
So they're going to move it around. I do like Steve's call though. It's 5-0, and if you get one in there, if you make that freeze, you know, probably Team New Brunswick's going to have no choice but to guard or follow you in there, and those are, you know, either one of those, you're not super upset. I think if I'm New Brunswick, I'm probably happy they're not freezing here. New Brunswick knows even if we give up 2 here, which if he's hitting this, it's unlikely we're going to give up 2.
Board down. Just hack. Go down.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Just needs enough speed to move stuff, and I don't know that it has enough.
Get it in.
And if they'd have hit that harder, that yellow was coming right onto the red. Angles aren't bad though. You can see if you watch where this yellow one goes, the direction it's headed straight for that red one on the top 4 foot. So if you had to hit it there harder, you probably could have laid one.
All right.
We actually have time.
For once.
They're surprised they're not tight on time. I don't see anything other than a guard. You got to guard that red. The top red. Leave them the pick on shot rock, I guess.
Right now, he's got that, and it comes right to here.
Yeah.
So that, I think regarding this, I mean, he's got that, but it's no cherry picnic.
Well, how's he going to stay the shooter?
I've never been to a cherry picnic.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
We're
guarding this side, eh?
I think we're guarding this, aren't we? Like
yeah.
right here?
Yeah, right here.
Anywhere there is probably really good. Even anywhere in here.
Did I hit you last time?
Yep.
I was just a hair long.
Just a little long. Yeah. Okay, we'll try for there.
I think so.
So just a straight guard.
Can't get that out. It just jams. I can't get it out.
No, I know the yellow's not going anywhere.
No.
He's going to make it tougher on him to
That's all.
hit one into the pile.
We just want to be touching the center line, guarding the high red one there. 405.
So touching the center line, guarding the high red one.
You're going to need curl. You got to go curl. You got to go curl. Hard curl.
All right, you got all you got.
Peter going to work again here.
Over there. A little more, a little more, a little more. That's good, that's good, that's
Pretty
good.
good. I think they got it there, but
Good sweep. My forte.
I don't think there's a port on the outturn side. Maybe just. Not really sure what to tell you if you're Team Yukon. You can't just peel it. They're just going to put it back. So you got to try something else. Straight back. I think that's the shot. Right on the nose of the one that Mitch just threw. Straight back, double off some reds. The yellow comes back, stays behind stagger guards, and
hold through there.
2 yellow.
If you take yellow.
Through the hole?
Let's see what does happen if they get through the hole here.
Come back.
It's going to drag that. I think you end up shot. But I like this, right on the nose. Right on the nose, even a little bit. Oh, we're going in turn. So yeah, right on the nose, a little bit hair high side, but nose hits awfully close.
Close. Yep. Yep.
Or if you just miss the nose and it hits the second red, I think you still get good news. This is made.
Shot.
Just like that. How do you like them apples? That's a great shot. Ben Robinson with another perfect nose hit with firm weight. Yellow shot rock. I don't know how they get another one in there, but they are shot.
Yeah. Can't count this one though. I guess can't make the triple. Can't make the triple.
No, I don't think so. No.
I'm not even sure if I can draw here.
I don't think. If you can stay out there long enough and get by, but it's hard because it's curling at that red. You might be able to get through here.
That's what my brain's thinking. Yeah. I'm not even sure. Probably end up over here.
That's fine.
That's
fine.
That's going to look really bad from the hack.
Even if I chaff the guard.
I think if you're gonna chaff anything, you want to chaff the 8, don't you?
So I want to set up a triple.
Or this. Line it up for us on your last one.
So the only other thing I was thinking some kind of a tap, but I don't see really what helps us.
No, it doesn't.
Well, you could tap that one right on the nose.
Sure, yeah.
Shooter stays. You split your reds, and then your shooter's in a really good spot.
Make that double.
It's really precise, though. You could leave a hit and roll in if you hit it just off. And that's the only way you're probably going to give up 3.
But that's hard.
You want to play? I think the draw's right call.
Game-changing shot there from Ben Robinson, though.
Oh, yes.
Trying to get to like there.
There's a pile of curl.
Even if I stop high.
You need Nick's intern, but.
It's a matter of now how to figure out how to get there.
Taking shots at their lead, saying you need Nick's intern. They know this thing's recorded, right?
Here.
Well, they had lots of time a couple shots ago, but they're going to take care of that.
That's fine. This is more so moving this other way to set yourself up for the next one.
You do that
right?
too.
As long as you stay here, I don't know how he gets into even score 2 unless he's coming off thin on that, right?
Right. Yeah.
So just set yourself up for the next one.
That's not bad either.
That's not bad either. I don't know how he gets 2 either. I'm short here.
Neither do I. Unless he's going to go thin off of this, but he's never going to outcount where you put that.
Yeah.
Right?
So what am I playing? Do I play this?
I think you almost almost nose.
Right on the nose. Push this to here, this to here.
No, I don't want that to there.
I want that to be right
I'd
here.
rather stay right there. You go double, or you hit it hard enough so that this goes out here and this goes there. So leave your shooter.
So if you play this into this, you want to stop right there?
Yeah. You, whether
then
you
this
want to
go over here?
Right. You got to throw a little bit more weight to push this there, and that.
But are we trying to get these two rocks in front of it? That's what you're trying to do?
Well, I just want to set yourself up so you have an easy
Right,
run
but
back.
why you don't want this one to come over here?
That's fine.
Okay, I think that's a better call, don't you?
Okay.
Or do you like that, or do you want to stay with the draw? I'm good with kind of either.
I think this is the only way that
Whatever you see.
they can set up a potential steal.
Yes, back 8, yeah.
But I also think this is the most likely way to set up 3 for Yukon.
Just a shade high, yeah.
Or a shade low, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't
so back
get
4 weight, if I was coming through there, back 4 weight.
Back 4,
to me, the key is the first one you're tapping. If it's made properly,
that's max,
or if you just cross it, you don't want it to just chap off your red and roll beside that yellow and leave a hit and roll in to lie 2 buried. Because right now they have a very, very difficult shot to get in there. For 2, like you have to throw this wide out turn come around, which speed is a guess and so is line, and it needs to be better than full 8. So, but this was my first thought. It's just taking on some risk.
We got to work it, we'll work it. You like it?
But then there's a lot of good things that can happen. Just don't really be light, and the red spread, if your shooter stays there, it's going to be very, very dangerous stone
95 to the line, back 8.
for Team Yukon. So he wants back 8.
Whoa, whoa.
Here we go. New Brunswick skip. All the way from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John, New Brunswick. Jeff Lacey. In turn, nose tap, split the Reds.
Hard! Whoa, clean! Curl!
Not going to get quite to the nose. See what happens here.
That's really good. Very good.
Worked out. Not exactly what they called, but.
He's got the run back now.
The run back is just there. Be tight to the guard, but it is there. So how does Yukon get another one in there? I don't know. I think as much as they're shot rock, they're in trouble here.
Try this.
I kind of like that. You can roll under. That's a pretty good spot to roll to. Let that open the face.
What do you like?
Yeah, I think we got to move this because he's got it pretty easy.
I know.
So if we go here, pump this around, then we might have something through the hole on our last.
Might make it for him.
I mean, but what if we hit it with some weight? Yeah. Get these two. Yeah. This guy's buried. I don't know if you're gonna. You gotta hit this really thin to get
It's super thin. I think you probably missed the other one. Even if you touch it, you're not staying.
Here, try to sneak a draw in here.
But if you nut, if you nut this onto that, we were sitting 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Yeah. And then we have maybe something.
That might be the shot there.
But I wouldn't play too much weight at it just because I don't want you to jam on ours. Like board weight then? Or are you thinking just like a back line?
The team has to decide here.
Board, I think, is pretty
If we get 1 point, is that good enough?
I don't know if we.
And if the answer is no,
if we draw here,
then the downside doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Because if you don't do something, you're never getting more than 1 point.
After all that,
And the other side is if we give up a steal of 1, you know, do we have any chance of winning the game? And again, if the answer is no, then again, the downside doesn't matter. Like, I know there's lots of risk here, but
here all day. That's the thing, right?
I think what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter. You're down 5-0.
It doesn't work either. Okay.
Whether you lose 8-0 or 6-2 or 7-3, it all goes on the board as a loss.
I think we throw control, then try to do this. We'll probably kick this one here on the way. End up there. This one will stick right on the nose, probably somewhere over here. Okay.
Some good options though. Like if you make a shot, it's good.
what do we decide on?
Control weight. Yeah.
Go flop?
Yeah. On broom side, yeah.
Okay, so he's going to try it. He's trying to jam the red one on the other red, roll off the back of the red on the left as I'm looking at it. Trying to hit it. This is tight. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Let this hit the guard. Close your eyes, Yukon. Close your eyes. Oh, no. That hits you where it hurts. Yep, I was right. They said it. That hurts. But, I mean, you had to take on the risk. He just got it inside right out of the hand in a spot that curls. Steve's not loving that one. So now a guard and tough times for Team Yukon. Trying to find a way for them to score, and I don't really see it.
Really, distances. You let them know the distance.
Their way to score right now is to have Jeff Lacey, one of the guys burn it, or Jeff falls, or picks and goes off the sheet, and you just kind of play the exact same shot you just made and run double and stick it for. It's probably there for 2 if you got to shoot right now because there is a catcher. I don't think Jeff's going to do any of those things, so he's probably going to make this guard.
Neck down. Where?
So what's the other shot? Center guard, straight back. I don't know that there's quite room to get enough for the first red to get the second one. So corner guard red into the other yellow.
Get ready, Pete. Pete, yep, go.
This is coming onto your screen now on the left side. Red, yellow into the tick-tick middle. Because that took that shot away. That's a perfect guard. It also made it even harder to play the straight back. So it's the red corner guard on the right-hand side of the sheet here as you're looking at the TV. Into the right side of the yellow, into the crotch of the reds, tick-tick. It will never stay, but maybe you can score one. Are you thinking maybe through the hole? Okay. Yeah, maybe. It's
we have to try the hole.
Yeah, maybe a tick-tick through the hole. I think this is there.
No, the shooter rolls out, but I wonder if I try control.
I think you got to throw it hard.
To get almost to the face of this one. Easy control.
This guy?
Yeah. But then
you're never going to make the double. So the only way to make the double is to tick-tick.
I don't think it gets there either, but I don't know what else.
Hack at most.
Even hack weight, it doesn't matter the weight. Never gets, you got to get almost across the nose and it's buried.
You clip that one. See, super skinny.
There it is. Steve found it.
Normal?
Yeah, it's solid, normal, firm. The weight's not, I guess you want to need a little bit of curl past the guard, but not much. Aim for the hole and hope for the best. I don't know why the New Brunswick fans look worried beside me. You shouldn't be worried. This is like, it's possible, but this is a 1 in 37 chance.
If I get lucky, the tick just skinny. It doesn't do anything either, though.
This is his only shot. Well, not his only. The other is that double raised corner guard, but
you just curl it at the end. Once it passes the hole, just curl it as much as you can.
I don't know that you're going to need to do that. If you get by the center guard really tight with normal, you got to keep sweeping it. You want to hit like an inch of the top one. Here we go.
Close. Yep.
This is really close.
Yes!
Whoa. Whoa, please. Curl. Oh, what an effort. Still a steal for New Brunswick. And a 6-0 lead heading to the 6th end. That was a hell of a try by Steve. We'll be right back after this.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life.
Waist good.
Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
It takes passion and a whole lot of dedication to meet Cavendish Farms' high standards. To become an epic late-night snack. Part of the ultimate breakfast. And the dinner crew crowd pleaser. From Canada's favorite French fries to onion rings, hash browns, and potato tots, Canadians can count on Cavendish Farms to serve top quality every time. Cavendish Farms. Made our way, enjoy your way.
We're back. What a great effort. Within less than an inch of making the tick-tick double to get one, but instead another steal and a stranglehold on the W here for Team New Brunswick.
Tight, halfway tight.
Just one of those days for the Team Yukon. Nothing really going their way, and
Curl it a little bit.
New Brunswick playing quite well. Down 6, 3 ends to go. Never say die, but this is a tough spot for the fellas from Yukon. Starts with just trying to make 8 shots in a row this end, and I think you'll get at least 2. If you get 3, you probably keep going. See what happens, but Jeff, the game's not over. We're going to need to come back out here for the 6th. Oh, there he is.
Top 12.
And for Team New Brunswick, you just kind of keep filling up the middle, and then as soon as you can hit a yellow one, you start hitting yellow ones. Or you just keep the foot on the gas, and because that's been working. I think you'll see them play defensive this end, though.
No, yep. Okay, well, it's top 12. No, you want top 12. What do you got? 2. Okay. Maybe 1. There, 2. Good. I think you're good. Let's get that center line. Wouldn't hurt. Okay.
Hey, buddy, you got it. It's good.
On the guard.
It's a bit of a tricky come around here, trying to fade off the center through the hole around the corner.
Kill.
I think line's fine.
Kill. Oh, they're good now. You're good.
Just want to get this buried. Needs the curl for that. Good come around there by Joe Wallingham, and second shot, but buried, and
Top 8.
a little bit of action here. 3 more points for Team PEI. They've got 14 on the board after 5 ends, and 6th end is just about over here and looking like not looking like much is going on. Nunavut's lying 1, last couple rocks to come.
More than T. Yeah, back 4, back 8.
I would think that will be the last end in that game. PEI will get another W to continue a solid start to their week.
All you got. Keep
Ontario,
going.
Newfoundland, and Labrador men. This one's heavy and don't want to create a pocket. That's why they're trying to sweep it past. Not ideal. I think freeze on shot rock's pretty good here. I don't think that New Brunswick will be able to peel if you make this freeze, because then you just freeze again. Sorry, Ontario, Newfoundland, and Labrador on the men's side. Ontario up 3, 7-4, playing the 6th end.
Line's good.
Newfoundland and Labrador has a little bit of something going. Hard to say what's going to happen there.
Gotta curl a little bit.
Manitoba women, I can't see what happened, but something big, because they are now up 5-3. They stole 3 in the 5th end to take a 5-3 lead over Nova Scotia. Missed opportunity on our sheet here, just a little bit wide and heavy from Colton. Alberta men continue to roll, even steamroll young guns from Manitoba, 7-1. And in 6, Manitoba doesn't have a whole lot going. Looks like they might get 2, but 2's not enough. And then in our final game, we got Northern Ontario women up 4-2 on New Brunswick playing. Well, they're going to 7 now, so I'm not sure what happened in 6. And that's the full update. And we're back to our game here. Peter made this shot 2 ends ago perfectly. Looks a little light.
Never stop.
This is the time in the game when we've seen this is flashed. This is the time in the game when we've seen the speed come off slightly. So don't go anywhere. This is, I mean, pretty good setup. Come down and freeze there, even bump it a hair. Who knows what can happen?
Line tight.
See if Colton can make the necessary adjustments.
Really hard. Hard.
And we've got handshakes next door.
You got it. You got it.
PEI putting up 14 points for the victory. Nunavut made the draw for 1 and 6.
Okay.
It's unfortunate, and now all of a sudden they just keep trading misses here. I don't know if the ice is changing or breaks in concentration or what's going on, but yeah, you can't peel now.
Yep.
Can't stop, won't stop. No other option.
Indoor now, so.
Top 8. Top 8.
Yeah, definitely indoor now, and it's just too late to peel, and there's nothing to hit, so. Right on the red one would be awesome, would be perfect. Even if it's a little short buried, top 8 is quite good.
Room. Where? Top 8. Top 8. Curl. Gonna need curl.
I wouldn't worry about the curl. I think we fall in love with the line a little too much on the draws.
Straight now. Hard as you can get it.
Here goes the Peter Case dance. Straight curl, straight curl, curl straight.
Keep going. Hurt.
Little more.
So we've definitely lost some speed. That's a good spot. That red one's extremely hard to get. Everything's been light this end. I would say that the speed's coming down a bit, which isn't uncommon by this time in the game, especially when Peter's just been ripping the pebble off all game with all the sweeping he's been doing.
On this one.
Yeah, trying to find an offensive shot. I guess this is it.
Almost on the nose.
Just a hair high. Just sneak by that tight red one that Mitch just threw, and maybe you can plant it on that shot rock. All or nothing, but it's that time of the game for Team Yukon.
Hard. Yeah, really hard.
Ben's made a couple of big shots.
Really hard.
Oh no. So close.
Oh man. I'm millimeters.
Just needs to hit that like a half an inch higher, and it goes into the red one instead of the yellow. Now that red one is behind the wall.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's either an out-turn draw here to the backing or a hit on the back one.
All thing right now has got this.
Play that, Jeff. Play your shot.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think that's a pretty good call.
Throw a bump at it.
Could just draw back there.
I think so.
I don't even care to stay. Roll out. That's all I care.
Well, I think it would be better to stay if you could roll.
Based off of what you.
If you could roll in,
Is it slow? I don't
then when they play this corner guard yellow on the left-hand side of your screen into the red, it might jam and only get 1. Because that other yellow is third shot, so. Mitch Downey.
Whoa, whoa!
Board weight was called for.
Curl! 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 Good board! Curl!
Trying to bring this one over, but that's out there.
Straight, 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 straight.
Trying to sweep it by now, I believe. Chips it buried, but the angle raise, I don't know that helps you, because you're just going to freeze on a spot that when the raise comes in, it just jams.
Try something else?
As much as that was a big miss, New Brunswick still
There's this too.
in pretty good shape.
I like running some heads.
Run that.
The heads. You got to get rid of some heads. Straight up the middle.
I can't hear you.
It's easy for us because they're mic'd up.
Yeah.
So it was a steal of 1 for Northern Ontario.
We're 2 and 3, but
Up 5-2, playing 7 on the women's side.
if we get on the inside.
Run something.
I think it might be too late to clean up the middle.
Too much. The one that's really hurting us is the tight one.
You also try to do the same thing as just try on a yellow. And if you clip
You're
and
not
it,
touching that red on the button with that yellow.
No, you could peel. You could peel that tight one.
But if you
were you thinking like double peel?
Yeah, double peel.
Yeah.
And hopefully catching one on the button.
Yeah.
If you hit this a hair high side, go back on that one.
Yeah.
Kick something back there. Then at least you got two buried. You might have a chance for deuce or even threes in play.
We have 2 catcher rocks back there, which is a little scary.
So you hear what they're talking about, and double the middle
That's what I was thinking.
reds.
Draw because we're down 6. I was thinking, well, what if we
Guards.
draw?
That's what I kind of.
Corner freeze on it. Well, I would have to be above it a little bit on the top 4. I could promote it next time and pass it through the yellow
What about
on the back.
What about throwing like a back line and chipping that top 12 and rolling over?
Yeah.
Sky guard's like easy to get.
Yeah, that's that. I don't mind that. Yeah.
I like that call from Ben. I
Yeah.
just don't. It's too late because your shooter's not going to get inside those back 2 red ones.
I like that. Okay, thank you. Yeah, actually, I don't
So
mind
how are you
that.
going to get rid of that? All
Like a
3
back
reds
line.
to make this one count.
No, it exposes it. Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
And they're just going to
Back line?
replace this,
Okay.
which is a very, very simple shot. But need some breaks here if your team Yukon. Need a couple of outright misses to really give yourself a chance to get back in this game. So that's kind of why I like Steve's shot, but just kind of draw one in there. Even tap the corner guard in there, and you could run it in there, pick it, and come back to the back one, and then you could lie 3. And that would, tighten up the jock strap for the fellas from New Brunswick a little bit. Up 6, shooting in the 6th end, and the other team's lying 3. This is a setup shot, but it's your 3rd last shot in the 6th end, so I think it might be too late. Might sneak this by and chip the shot rock. How about that? Keep going. Keep going. Pick it out of there. Okay. Actually hit it too thick. So this is not what they were trying, but they carve it the whole way. Wallingham gets it to get a piece. If that hits it a shade thinner, they actually lie 2. That would have been dirty pool.
Normal? You safe?
I think you can take.
Like that one normal?
So now Jeff trying to hit and roll back to the middle, get shot, but I don't know whose second shot. I think it's red. It looks very red, actually. Yeah, definitely red.
Just a touch more.
So hit and stay. Nose is
Like that ice?
probably not good. Would leave a double
You gotta get rid of this rock.
to lie 2 buried. So
Just normal, eh?
hit and roll to the back 4 foot would be ideal.
Corner guard. I think you're fine. I like the ice.
Just normal.
Normal weight. Jeff Lacey, first of the 6th end.
Hard, hard, hard.
I think he said hard before he let it go.
Whoa! Hard, hard!
Whoa is not right.
Hard! Hard, Pete! Hard, Pete!
Peter Case.
Hey, whoa.
Big sweeping game. I don't think that's bad at all.
Good sweep.
Lying 2 and now actually went away from the center, so made that double even harder. I don't think it's there. It just goes into the yellow, but that might still be the shot or just straight come around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty flat.
Very flat, yeah.
Super, super flat. Could run the corner guard into the, on the left there, into the back right shot. Sit 1 and 3.
We gotta try this. A lot of weight.
This rolls never gets to the red one. Always kills the back yellow. That doesn't really matter. That one's not going to count. So if you're just trying to get one into the back forefoot, I would think drawing one might be easier.
Yeah.
But whatever, personal preference.
Less ice.
Whatever you think you can make here.
Thick half peel on the red, yeah. Yep.
It's a double on the red, so this has got to be coming, and it's got to hit like 3/4. With some spin to give it some extra action would be helpful also.
Yep.
Real tight to that guard. A little plinko. Yeah, not working out.
Yep. Top 4. Well, let's do.
I was getting there to the button.
Were you? Okay, yeah.
So a chance to really turn the screws here. Put this right top forefoot.
I think we can get a 9 there.
Force Team Yukon to draw the button against 3.
Is that enough, or I got to throw a little more? You pound more?
I'd like to hear somebody say it's
Pound more?
5 feet heavier by the looks of it from up here.
Top 4.
Here we go, last shot for Team New Brunswick in the 6th end of a 6-0 lead. Hates it.
No, let's stop. Whoa! Give it a chance.
Yep. Ah, we missed it.
Yeah.
Hard.
I don't think that was ever going to hold there, was it?
Good call, Mitch.
We had to go earlier. We could have chunked.
Wow.
That was quite heavy.
All right, guys.
Round the horn triple for 2? Maybe? Draw for 1. Round the horn's not really there. The yellow's actually in the way, so. Draw for 1 to break the goose egg, spoil the shutout, and get on the board. Team Alberta men finish it off 8-1 over Manitoba. I did not see that coming. Saw a good game that could go either way, but I didn't see a blowout for either team there. Again, I'm taking credit for that. I didn't really say anything, but I saw them last night. Looks like the guys like this one, just kind of guiding it in there, Colton and Joe. Now they're walking away. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's too far. That's 3 more, and that's 9 buzz, and surely they'll let them quit now, and that's a big win for Team New Brunswick. And a tough day at the office for Team Yukon, but I'm Brent Lang signing off for this draw. We have some guest announcers tonight. Tune in for some up-and-coming junior superstars from the Barrie Curling Club, and I will be back tomorrow for more action from the Everest Funeral Concierge Canadian Curling Club Championships. Have a great night, and thanks for tuning in.